What's up, this is Chris from ElectroFame. So today is a great day as this is the opening of a new category on our website, and this category is called SmartWatches. So today the review is actually the Star E2602. So this is a clone of the Samsung Galaxy Gear. It's also called actually K2 or Lumen by other people, but this is a Star E2602. So what is a smartwatch first? So if we open the box, so as you can see first, this is how will be the packaging when you receive it. So if we open it, first of all we got here the smartwatch itself, okay, and then beside that, inside of the box, we also have a usual manual all in English, so you don't have to worry about that. And we have a USB charger. So when you check out, please let us know if you need the EU plug, the UK plug, or the US plug, and we will do it for you. And we also have a cable inside, which is like a micro USB cable. So here, as you can see, no problem about it, you're used to this cable already. So that's it for inside of the box, and now this is the smartwatch. So the smartwatch, this is a real clone of the Samsung Galaxy Gear, so which is pretty famous nowadays. So the smartwatch allows you, of course, to check the clock, but not only that, you can also connect it to your smartphone and have access to a lot of different functions that I will introduce to you later on. Okay, so first you have to connect actually your smartwatch to your phone by Bluetooth, and then you have to install an APK, and then actually you will be able to fully use actually this smartwatch. So before going any further, we can actually have a very closer look at the watch. So this is metal finishing here, okay. So on the side you will find the micro USB slot plug here and the power button. Otherwise on the other side we do not have anything. And here on the front we have the camera, which is the 5 megapixels camera, and nothing on the other side, okay. So this is for the basic appearance, of course, of the smartwatch. So we have LED notifications also, and otherwise to open is just a simple button. So to wear the watch, actually here you will have to stack the watch. You can put that in the holes inside, stack it, and here this is the buckle. So here is a speaker as well inside the buckle. So how you want to wear the watch, you just put it on your wrist like that, and you just, as you can see, we can watch like that if you want. So up, and you just close, and that's it, and here we go. Alright, so this is just for everything about the smartwatch before starting it, and now what I propose to you is to get started and see what's going on inside. You can turn it on now, so enjoy it. So this is Android 4.2 on it, okay. So the screen is actually a 1.6 inches screen, a resolution of 240 by 240, and it's also have 512 megabytes of RAM and 4 gigabytes of ROM, but only 1.3 gigabytes for free, but we will see that later on because we have the Antutu benchmark on it, okay. Alright, so this is what you get when you start it, okay. So we can have a basic quick look at what you have. So it's a bit different from the original one for two reasons. First, the first reason is actually here you can see you right away have 4 different icons on the screen. Even here 4 different icons. However, the original one only has one icon, so you just switch icon by icon. Okay, that's the first reason. The second reason is actually the Samsung Galaxy Gear can strictly only be used with Samsung devices. This smartwatch is a clone, hence can be used with every Android devices you have. Okay, so this is what you have to take in consideration if you are willing to buy it. Okay, so we can now come back. Okay, so this is the whole menu basically. So if you don't like that, for example, you can just stay on it, and here you can switch the different clocks you want. Okay, so you will have a lot of choices, so you can choose exactly how you want it to be displayed. Okay, so you can just come back, it doesn't matter so much. So inside, what do we have? So we have the apps, the dialer, the contact, the settings here. Next we have the call log, the weather, pedometer and notifications. We have find my device, timer, music, gallery, and camera, compass, schedule and voice memo. And then we come back here. So otherwise, how to use a smartwatch? If you want quick access to the camera, you just do that, and here we go for the camera. Okay, you just swoop your finger to the bottom on the screen, and that's it. You have access to the camera right away. Again, and you come back. Okay, if you do it to the top like that, you have access right away to the dialer. Okay, so you can right away type a number and call somebody who you want. Okay, so we can come back here. So before going any further, now what I want to show you is actually how to connect your smartwatch to your device. So for this review, I will be using the number one S6 to show you how to connect your smartwatch to your device and how to use both devices at the same time. Okay, so first of all, I told you before that this smartwatch, is able to be connected actually through the Bluetooth. So here we can see that so here we can see that we already have the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi, okay, activated on the smartwatch. Otherwise, now we have to go to the Bluetooth on the phone. As you can see, I turn it on, and it will pair. We'll find it, and then you just pair on it. You accept everywhere to pair, and it's paired. Okay, this is already connected. Okay, no problem at all. So now we can come back, but that's not it. That's only paired. What you need now is to send an APK, so kind of an app, so an applications to the smartphone to be able to fully use the smartwatch. So for that, you have to go back to your smartwatch here, and you put the apps. You try to find Connect Manager here, as you can see. You click on it, and then you have access, and you can see Send APK. You click on it, click on Bluetooth, and you choose your device. And here we have access to the incoming file that we accept. So you have to wait until you receive it. Okay, so now the file is received, so we can install it. So you just press next, and to install. And now we're gonna install on it. Okay, now we can open it. So SmartWatch Manager, this is actually the name of the app itself. So manual connect, So here you can see the smartwatch is already there. So if we turn on the smartwatch, you can see connect succeed, and here is just finishing connecting. Just have to be a little slightly patient, and that's it. Here we go. So you have access to everything regarding the smartwatch now, okay? So now, before going any further, that was just how to show you how to connect your device to your smartwatch. Now what I want to show you before that is like the specifications of this device itself before going any further, okay? So for that, we've been installing Antutu benchmark on this smartwatch. So, okay. So here, as you can see, we got a score of 6,933. So we can have a look at the device info. So this is what we get now. So I told you before, this is running Android 4.22. The processor is actually MTK from MediaTek 6572. The graphic processor is a Mali 400MP with a resolution of 240 by 240. Here they say this is the 8 megapixels camera, but however, you know, the manufacturer has contacting us and say this is, and claim this is the only 5 megapixels camera, okay? So this is no root. So basically this smartwatch is unrooted. So if you want to change a custom ROM, or if you want to install a new Android version, you will have to root this smartwatch, so you will void the warranty. So please bear that in mind, okay? So for the RAM, this is a 512 megabytes of RAM, and the system storage is claimed to be 4 gigabytes. However, as you can see here, you know, only 1.16 gigabytes is available, okay? So processor, this is a dual core, of course, of 1 gigahertz. So we have 120 dpi for the density, multi-touch, and if we go down a bit, we have different sensors, but this is not that important on such a little device, okay? So now we should come back and really have a look at this watch, okay? So first, let's have a look here at the dialer. Okay, so this contacts, the settings, call log, weather again, pedometer. So if we go inside of the pedometer, of course, you know, it's like when you're walking, it will work. So I can just show you basically how it is. No, but this is rough, but just to show you it's working, okay? So it will of course count the kilocalorie as well and how many Ks you walking, okay? So now we can come back. Notifications, this is if you receive text messages for sure, so we will check it later. Find my device, so what is that? So if we click on it and we start it, okay, so as I can see here, your watch is searching for you. So basically it's pretty useful if you have your watch and you don't know where is your smartphone anymore. You can always find your smartphone. It will ring up your smartphone just by a single touch, okay? So you can stop it. So otherwise, you know, what you can do is like do the same but with Find My Smartwatch. So if we take back the phone and we have a look in here, Find My Smartwatch, if we start it, same, it's working very well, and the sound in here from the buckle. So if you lose your smartwatch as well and you only have your smartphone, you can find your smartwatch too. Okay? So we can stop it. So that's for the special functions. kind of. So now, for my device, the timer, you already know what is this, so you can start. Okay, you have to set up a time before and you will have a timer, okay? So otherwise, the music, of course, the gallery to check your pictures, the camera, the compass. So if we have a look at the compass, as you can see, it is working, so you can always find yourself somewhere. Then the schedule, so you can have access to the calendar itself, okay? The voice memo, so you can record, as you see here, 5 minutes of recording. So if you have like something in mind and you want to save it, you just go quickly to voice memo and you will be able to save something, okay? So that's just for the basic menu here. And then if we go to the apps, so you can see we have the calculator, the call log, the camera, compass, again, connect manager that I showed you before to connect your smartwatch to your device, the contacts, because it will synchronize then the contacts from your smartphone and your smartwatch, the dialer, of course, the file manager, so you can check all the different files you have inside of your smartwatch. For my device, again, the flashlight is pretty basic, it's only a blank screen in white, okay? So we can come back. You have the radio, but for that, I'll show you. You need an earphone as antenna. So basically, you will have to plug your earphones into your device, you know. Then you will have access to the FM radio. Okay. So then the gallery, gesture control, media control, and music. Okay, let's have a look at that and to show you how it works exactly. So here we can see gesture control, nothing at all. So for that, we just go back to our device, and this is what we have to do. We have to set up first the gesture control. Okay, so here we go to settings, and you see motions, add gestures of smartwatch control phone applications. If we click on it, okay, we already set up some for you. Okay, so for example, if I want to add a new one, just to show you. So imagine in this case I want to launch the browser, for example. So I would do, for example, I will try to make a B. Okay, and then I say okay. So I come back, and then if I get the smartwatch, here as you can see I can draw whatever I want. So, and here as you can see, it just launched automatically the browser on the smartphone. So you can set up a lot of different gestures for a lot of different applications you have inside of your phone for a quick access on the go. Okay, so that was just to show you the gestures. The media control, so for that is if you want to check to control actually the music you want to play. So for example, if we go on the smartphone here and let's play some music, okay, so let's put this song for example. So now we go here and on media control, basically you see I can change the songs, I can pause, play, decrease the volume, can increase the volume again. So you have a quick access to the music inside of your smartphone, okay? Which is very nice, for example, if you're riding your bike or this kind of stuff, okay? So you can just stop. So that was for, so the music is the same. You can put some music inside of your smartwatch as well, because you have 1.16 gigabytes for free, okay? So the notifications, the pedometer, schedule, as I told you, the settings again, The stopwatch, you already know what is this, you know what I mean. Stop, come back. Telecamera, timer, tracker. Telecamera. What is a telecamera? So we can check. Here it says searching, please open app in phone. So we go now to the phone then and have a look. So here you see remote camera. So we can go on it, and here they say you have to install an application. So this is like a sub app kind of, okay? So we install it, and we're done now. And now we can launch it. Okay. So it's searching. So you might have to be a bit patient sometimes, because please take in consideration we are using Bluetooth in here. So Bluetooth is not as fast as Wi-Fi, okay? So please take that in consideration. So as you can see, start, it's all starting very well, no problem at all. And I will show you what is this exactly. So here we go. So you see that, for example, I can use here the smartwatch to actually use it as a pseudo camera for my device, for my smartphone, okay? So I can use my smartwatches now to have a look at some stuff and watch it on the smartphone, okay? So this is what we call the telecamera, the remote camera, okay? So we can exit now just to show you quickly how it is, okay? So otherwise, here we have the tracker. So basically, you know, this will allow you to use a GPS and to track. But here, as we are inside of the big building, you know, I might not be able to show you properly the GPS, okay? So we can just come back, okay? Then we have the voice memo, the weather, and we install WeChat on this smartwatch. So yes, first of all, I mean, before going any further, you know, what I want to make sure with you too as well is, like, you can see here we have the AnTuTu benchmark, and at the end you probably notice that we have the WeChat application. These are not part of the smartwatch by default. We install it on it. How did we do it? Very simple. Basically, you can go to some websites or Google's, for example, and you can type, you know, the name of your applications, like for example, WeChat APK. You type that on Google, and you will have a lot of different websites proposing for download these applications. So you just put them, for example, directly on your computer or otherwise on this device, and you can transfer these APKs directly to your smartwatch and install them on your device, okay? So this is how we did. Because why? You have to take in consideration we do not have actually on this smartwatch the Google Play Store. So the only way to install the Google Play Store is to root the phone. So we didn't do it, as otherwise we void the warranty, okay? So please just take that in consideration if you want to install personal applications on it, okay? So now what I want to show you is, actually, we were talking before about the LAN notifications and just notifications. So for example, I'm gonna send a text message to this smartphone here and see what is happening on the smartwatch, okay? So we can do it. So I got it everywhere. The smartwatch was vibrating, and the smartphones here is still using the LED notifications. The LED notification is working as well on the smartwatch here, as you can see. So if we turn it on, you can see here, hello. So this is working. We can have access to messages on the go without any problem at all, okay? Without checking your smartphone, which is very useful, okay? So then that was just for the text messages. It will be exactly the same for calls. So you will be able to receive your call and to speak directly through the smartwatch, okay? So we already tried and everything was working very, very, very well. No problem at all. So now we can actually really have a look at the settings inside of the smartwatch actually. So the clock, you can have hourly alert and date and time, okay? So we can come back. The work mode. So you can use it as a Bluetooth headset only, or you can use an auxiliary function, which allows you to use more functions, you know, from the phone, okay? So we come back. The wallpaper, so you can of course change, you know, and put personal picture on it, no problem, okay? Then the sound, so you can choose the volumes, the audio profiles, the ringtone, whatever you want is customizable. The display, so you can choose the brightness, the font size, sleep, and if you want auto rotation too, okay? Then the battery, so I didn't say anything before, but this battery is actually a 350 mAh battery. It will last, you know, for sure a day, you know, if you don't use it extensively, okay? So the power management, so you can use like to enable alarm phased and line, maybe more power efficient too, so you can use it or not depending on your use or not. So you have the Wi-Fi on it, the Bluetooth on it, the connecting, so this is what I showed you before, just to connect your smartwatch to your device. Location, because of course, you know, you can have access then to the GPS, okay? So we come back. The motions, that's what so the wake up gesture, okay? So you can set up some wake up gestures. Security, if you don't feel safe and you want to set up a pattern, you can do it, no problem. The language is very important. So here, as you can see, we have plenty of languages. So you can check the different ones and you will find your own maybe. The list is pretty long. Alright, okay. Then we come back. So you can of course use the backup and reset. The developer options, which is the same because it's Android 4.2, so you can stay away, protect the SD card, use the USB debugging, everything as in a smartphone or a tablet using Android, okay? So we come back, and about the smartphone, you can see about, so I can show you, this is really Android 4.2 Jelly Bean, okay? So the build number and source license. So now what I want to show you as well is like, oh, sorry. Here is the schedule, for example. So if you put some stuff on your, so you see here, review Star, you know. So this is part of, you just share basically your calendar, okay? So if I go on the calendar of this smartphone here, I can see that I set up, you know, before an event. So if something happens, then you know your watch will remind you actually that you have an appointment or you had that to do or whatsoever. Okay, so it avoid it allows you to not check your smartphone and only check your smartwatch, okay, for quick access to everything. So, okay, that was just like for a quick. Now what I want to show you is, so you can check even your pictures, you know, after a while, everything, take videos as well, and take that in consideration for sure. But what I want to show you maybe is like some people might be interested by, and for that we can go to the file manager, to the phone storage, and I've been downloading the video. So you can see before I was talking about the APKs. This is for example the Antutu APK, the WeChat APK. So I've been downloading inside of the smartwatch, and then I can install it, okay? So then here I have the GoPro video. So if I click on it, we can actually see what is going on if we play a video on this device. So the sound, I told you, is always through the buckle. You don't have any 3.5mm jack, okay? So you see the quality is pretty good for such a little screen of 1.6 inches. And it is going pretty smooth for such specifications. It is just only slightly lagging, okay? So you see the sound is not too bad for such a little speaker. Okay, so we can come back just to show you that you can actually have a look, you know, at pictures, at videos, you can watch movies whatsoever on it, you can play the radio, the flashlight, of course, okay? So basically that's it for what you have inside of the smartwatch and what you can do basically. So if we just want to make like a quick summary about it, let's remind you that this is a Star E2602. So this is a clone of the Samsung Galaxy Gear. It's also called by some people the K2 or the Lumen, but this is the Star E2602, okay? So the specifications are actually the Android 4.2 running on it, of course, MTK6572 Cortex A7 for the processor, clocked at 1 GHz, it's a dual core, so the graphic processor is a Mali 400 with so this smartwatch has 512 megabytes of RAM and 4 gigabytes of RAM, but only 1.3 gigabytes for free. Okay, so this is a 1.6 inches screen resolution of 240 by 240, camera of 5 megapixels. So we had the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, and the micro USB here on the side. The sensors, so you have the compass and the gravity sensor, of course. I showed you before we have the LED notifications. The battery is 350 mAh. The watch itself is 80 grams, so it's pretty light. You don't have to worry about the weight. The dimensions, if you want to know it, is 69 millimeters by 38 by 12.5 millimeters. Okay, so this is a fully multi-language Android version on it. However, please bear in mind that this has no NFC like the original one, so you don't have NFC on this smartwatch. Same for the OTG. The OTG doesn't work on this smartwatch. Okay, you can only plug it to your computer. Okay. So otherwise, you know, the last point what I want to say is the manufacturer claimed that actually Android 4.4 update is possible and will probably come out pretty soon. So this is it for this smartwatch. So if you have any question, you feel free to leave a comment below this video and we will get back to you as soon as possible. If you feel like buying it, please feel free to visit our website at www.electrofame.com. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this review, and see ya for the next one then. Bye bye!